In the movie The Town, directed by Ben Affleck, among the gun choices is a weapon that was never meant to exist, and another whose real-world origin story is so bizarre that even the firearms community still argues about it. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly why. Most heist movies only arm their crews with the obvious: Glocks, AR pattern rifles, MP5s. But that's not what this breakdown is about. This movie has some very unique firearms, rarely seen on screen. Buried inside this movie's arsenal are an Israeli Special Forces compact, a Cold War battle rifle, a weapon with a disputed Soviet identity, and a prop that was literally banned by name in American law. The most immediately recognizable weapon in The Town is also the most grounded. When Jeremy Renner's character, Jem, confronts Doug outside a cemetery, he pulls a Ruger P90 from his waistband and uses it to pistol whip his friend after their fight spills over. It's a brief, violent moment, and the prop choice is quietly perfect. The P90 is exactly the kind of gun someone from Charlestown would actually carry. Blue-collar American iron, cheap to buy and built like a brick. It's chambered in .45 ACP, held only 7 or 8 rounds in a single-column magazine, and retailed for about $100 less than most of its competition. Production ran until 2010, the same year this movie was released, meaning Jem is carrying a prop that was still in production the day they shot that scene. Coming up, the shotgun that became the defining long gun of American law enforcement, carried here by the man hunting these robbers down. John Hamm plays FBI Special Agent Frawley, and the movie arms him with a Remington 870 police Magnum. When the crew's armored car heist spirals into a street pursuit, Frawley's shotgun is right there in the chaos, and it fits the character's institutional authority perfectly. The 870 is the dedicated law enforcement variant of what became the best-selling shotgun in American history, with 10 million units produced by 2009. For decades, it was in virtually every patrol car in America. The design dates back to 1950, and the Marine Corps adopted a variant in 1969. Eventually, the global war on terror shifted agencies toward patrol rifles, flooding the civilian market with 870s. But at the time this movie was set, it was still the standard. Next up, an SMG that carries one of the most notorious histories in American firearms legislation, used by the crew's most volatile member. Jem uses an Intratec Tech 9 during the Fenway Park sequence, when he is disguised as a cop. The Tech 9's appearance in a crime movie barely registers as unusual by now. The prop has that effect. It came to the civilian American market in the 1980s and became so associated with gang violence and mass shootings that it was banned by name, one of only 19 firearms specifically listed in the 1994 federal assault weapons ban. Intratec responded with a stripped-down variant to skirt the legislation. The ban expired in 2004. The company itself folded in 2001. As a movie gun, it reads instantly as criminal hardware, which is precisely why it works in Jem's hands. From a weapon born in infamy to a weapon born in the basement of Israeli military history, the next gun's backstory goes back to one of the most determined arms programs in the world. The opening bank robbery scene features a micro Galil as one of the crew's carbine, and it's a striking choice. The MAR, micro assault rifle, was developed in the mid-1990s as the ultimate compact evolution of the Galil family. Its barrel measures just under 8 inches. It weighs barely 6.5 pounds empty. IDF soldiers called it the baby Galil. The entire Galil lineage traces to the Six-Day War in 1967, When Israeli soldiers, frustrated with their fall rifles jamming in desert conditions, started picking up captured AK-47s instead. The IDF set out to design something that combined AK reliability with M16 accuracy. The Micro Galil was specifically built to replace the Uzi, while firing a more powerful cartridge, and it included a unique 3-round burst mode that set it apart from every other Galil variant. By the 2000s, the IDF had largely moved on to the Tavor. From an Israeli Special Forces compact to a German precision instrument that carried an entire era of counterterrorism on its back, the next weapon shows up in the hands of one of the most ruthless characters in the movie. During the opening of the Fenway Park shootout, Dez carries an MP5 SD3 fitted with dual magazines taped jungle style. The SD stands for Schalldämpfer, German for suppressor. And what makes this variant remarkable is that it doesn't need subsonic ammunition to run quiet. 30 ports drilled into the barrel bleed off propellant gases before they reach the muzzle, dropping the bullet below the speed of sound without any special ammunition required. It became a favorite of Delta Force, the SAS, and the U.S. Navy SEALs. The SAS deployed it during the 1980 Iranian embassy siege in London, and the photographs from that operation turned it into the defining image of elite counterterrorism. The dual magazine jungle configuration on the prop isn't just aesthetic. It's a real-world speed reload method used by operators who expect to burn through their first magazine fast. The next firearm is carried by the director himself, and what he's actually holding has a pedigree that stretches back to the Cold War, and one of the most consequential rifle designations in military history. Ben Affleck's character Doug carries a DSA SA58 OSW carbine, and Affleck, being both the director and the lead actor, means he personally chose to carry what amounts to a modernized Cold War battle rifle. The SA58 OSW is a short-barreled paratrooper carbine variant of the FN FAL, a rifle adopted by more than 90 countries and nicknamed the right arm of the free world during the Cold War. DS Arms produces their SA58 line using tooling originally from the Austrian Steyr plant that made FALs for decades. The operational specialist weapon packs that full 7.62 by 51 mm NATO power into a drastically shortened platform with a folding stock. It is, in every practical sense, a compact Cold War battle rifle dressed in modern furniture, which is a deeply unusual choice for a Boston bank robber, and a telling one about the weapons knowledge behind this movie's prop selection. Now we reach the pair of AK pattern weapons that bookend the movie's most explosive sequences, and one of them turns out to be something far stranger than it appears. During the armored car heist, Jem unleashes an AKMSU to wound a guard and spray down 2 police cruisers in one of the movie's most chaotic scenes. This carbine carries a genuinely fascinating identity crisis. It's widely cited as a Soviet prototype compact carbine designed for airborne troops. Except the evidence suggests it may not be Soviet at all. The only confirmed example resides at the Royal Armouries in Leeds, England, where analysis revealed a Chinese receiver, a mismatched Soviet trunnion, and custom parts that point toward a one-off build, possibly originating in Pakistan's Khyber Pass region, an area famous for producing convincing handmade firearms. There is no Russian armory documentation for its configuration. Hollywood built a mythology around a weapon that may have been a talented gunsmith's custom project all along. And the last weapon on this list takes that strangeness even further. Because what Glonsey is carrying at Fenway isn't really a weapon at all. The AKU-94 bullpup, carried by Glonsey during the Fenway shootout, looks like something designed by a military contractor with a science fiction obsession. But here's what makes it genuinely strange. It's not a purpose-built weapon at all. It's an American conversion kit designed to drop a standard AK-type rifle into a futuristic bullpup chassis, originally sold by KVAR Corporation, before being picked up by Century Arms. Reviews in the real world are not flattering. The sights poorly mounted, the trigger widely considered awful, the magazine fit punishing. The whole thing is an American company's attempt to cosmetically transform a 70-year-old Soviet design into something that looks like it belongs in a blockbuster. On screen in the town, it absolutely does. Because the most dangerous crew in Charlestown deserved the most dangerous-looking weapon on the list, even if the reality behind it is a conversion kit that nobody particularly liked. The town earned its reputation as one of the most technically credible crime movies of its era, and its prop arsenal reflects exactly that. Every weapon in this lineup was chosen with intention, and now you know why. If you enjoyed this breakdown, there's another one waiting for you right now. Go check it out.